How's it going, guys? I'm working on my 94 Camry here, putting a expansion valve in it. And I looked online, looked all over the place, couldn't find a good procedure for it. My Haynes manual just says, well, it takes you all over the place, but there's no direct procedure aside from maybe Toyota factory manuals that tell you how to do this. So I think I found a bit of a shortcut here. This car is kind of like an onion. You keep peeling back layers and eventually you get to where you need to be. So first thing you're gonna do is take out the glove box. You'll see a kick panel here. There's a couple screws that hold it in. Somewhere in here, and here. Take that out. It just pulls out a couple clips. Take the glove box out. Bolt, bolt, bolt. These are all 10mm. And that gives you access to the blower unit. Now the blower unit, right there, sits in here. Sits back in there like so. You'll be looking at it like this from the front. You have a screw here that holds it in. It's way up underneath. It's way up underneath one of the vent that runs to the passenger side. You also have a bolt right here that screws into the side. Bolt that goes on the firewall. And one other here. Bolt here, bolt here, bolt here, and bolt here. This will all drop out, disconnect that wire. But to do that, you gotta do one more thing. You have to take the ECU out. There will be a bracket over here that holds the ECU. Has this connector bracket stuck to the blower unit. Sits in here kind of like so. Disconnect everything. Take all the wires out. Disconnect your ECU bracket that sits over here. It's got two bolts. One sits on the front like so, and these sit on the back. 4 nuts. They're all 10mm. The only tools you'll need for this job are 10mm wrench, a Phillips, and maybe a stubby screwdriver for some of the tighter screws. I have a screw gun and an electric ratchet. Makes it a lot easier. But just basic hand tools. Once you get that ECU bracket out, everything is free. You can drop the blower unit out of here. I don't know how I'm gonna get it back in. Getting those vents lined up is gonna be a pain. Mind your wires, don't pull on anything too hard. Drop the unit out, and that will reveal, once you peel back the carpet, this cover. This cover conceals the evaporator core. There's two 10mm bolts. Here, let me turn on my flash here. 2 bolts you can see. Both 10mm. Easy to get to once you peel back the foam. Once you get that cover off, there's 6 screws. You'll have to pull back the carpet to see the bottom. Pull that cover off and the whole core will come out as one piece. So you can replace the evaporator, get everything clean. In my case, I had to replace the expansion valve, so hopefully that is helpful for anyone trying to do this job.